What's up, Beely? What's up, Trey? What's up, Beely? What's up, Trey? What's up, Blake? Yeah, so there's a lot of shit to talk about today. I mean, there's kind of a lot of shit, but it's not all wrestling related. WWE apparently commentators are being told not to say Brock Lesnar's name on the show. They're also told not to say many other things. And you know what is going on with Lesnar at this point. You know, we know he's fighting in January, which I still call that all the reports were correct that we had a few months back or a while back that Lesnar would return to the UFC for the last event of the year. So they were wrong by one event. You know, it's the first event of the new year, and I think that at this point we can kind of count those reports as legitimate. And those same reports said that WWE would continue building Lesnar being this sort of dickhead into the storyline, although in real life they are having struggles booking him and getting him in there. So I also just made a video over on my Corrupted channel, the Corrupted YouTube channel. I just made a video about Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill says he refuses to date women anymore because he's afraid of the Me Too movement, and you know that he's gonna get called a rapist. And you know, I told everybody this is gonna happen. It's funny. You can go. I found the video a couple of years ago where some of this stuff started happening, and I said, you know, this is gonna lead to guys being terrified of women. Certain guys will be terrified. Many others won't give a shit. They don't care. Certainly, there's a lot of terrible guys out there that do bad things. But it's just fucking crazy. And you're going to see more shooters. You're going to see more people shooting things up because they can't get their penises sucked. Trey Garrow says, why won't they just strip Lesnar if he won't show? I think they see it as negotiation. I don't think they want to strip him. I mean, if they wanted to strip him, they could strip him. But the value is so high in what they've built around him. They want to do something with it before they do that. And honestly, I think that they feel like they're playing a game with him, and they don't mind it. Quite honestly, I don't think they mind playing this game with him at this point. I think they know what they're in for with him. And that's why they're not stripping him, because they don't, you know, and the value of him, if he were to be stripped and never lose the belt, it would make whoever's there next week, it would make it seem like, yeah, Roman's the champ, Ron or somebody's the champ, but they couldn't beat Lesnar and he never lost it, you know. So I think they really want a definitive loss from Lesnar, whether that happens at SummerSlam or at WrestleMania, likely at WrestleMania. But who knows? I think they want a definitive loss from them. Things would really have to break down for that to get worse. Trey Garrow, bro. Trey, thanks for the $2 super chat. I don't know why on this phone, on this one, it doesn't show the total up top like on the other one. Or like not on the phone, but when I'm uncorrupted, it does. On this one, it doesn't. By the way, I'll be live tonight with on the Corrupted YouTube channel with Thursday Night Throwdown at 10 p.m. Eastern Time U.S. Check your appropriate times for that. That'll be tonight on the Corrupted channel. Thursday Night Throwdown. I think we're on episode 15 or something. I'm not really sure. Luke Rojas. Yeah, man, I will follow you. Yeah, just send me a message on Patreon with your Twitter account. I'll follow your Twitter. Just message me on Patreon with your Twitter, though. Donald Trump mocking the Me Too movement. It was hilarious. Oh, man, people got to be pissed. See, Trump's a dickhead, but it's like, I think it's funny because, like, that's just funny. Because they're so crazy. These women were attacking Henry Cavill. They were attacking him because he's afraid. He's afraid to date women because of all the false claims. And these women were writing, Well, it's real simple. Don't rape anyone, and it won't happen. What a loser. Ugh. So, well, you're the very people are the reason why Henry Cavill isn't dating women now. And your bully mentality is the reason why he and many other guys are staying away from women. And the people who run our country, the rich asshole cocksuckers who run our country, are all loving this because now they get to run away with the money while everybody keeps fighting with each other. And they've divided families, which has been the goal. Divide your families. They want to be rich and married themselves, possibly. And they want you to be poor and fighting with each other. So they've broken up the relationships with men and women as far as they could go. You're going to see more shootings all over the place from frustrated, dorky guys who... I lagged up there for a second. Make sure you guys... tell everybody to refresh in the chat. Everybody say refresh, 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 refresh. And everybody will be fine. Refresh. Oh, man. But see, they don't want me talking about this shit. It's probably them. It's probably the... Refresh, baby. Yeah, so, I mean, people are going to be in trouble. We'll talk about it tonight on the Corrupted channel. We'll talk about it on Thursday Night Throwdown. I just made a 17-minute video on it. We've also got this disgusting Forbes, more pieces of garbage, attacking Total Biscuit even though he's dead already. So in his death, they're attacking Total Biscuit. That's sweet. Just more disgusting people out there. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, he's annihilating WWE. There's rumors that they're trying to Paul Heyman in to help write for the WWE, which is kind of weird because of what happened before. But there's rumors of it, and now it would make sense why Paul was in Boston the other day, and he wasn't on TV. I mean, sure, it could have been to shoot some promos or do some videos and things like that. But it could be that he's going to take over the creative team, which would be really good, I think. We heard from Daniel Bryan that they don't listen to any of his ideas. So... Tell me my stream's lagging a bunch. Why is it lagging? Breaking up. Let me fix it. Better now? I put the 4G on. Turn the Wi-Fi off. I have a broken router, so the router's been really fucked up. I just haven't been able to spend the $200 on the new router, so my Wi-Fi router in the house has been all fucked up. But so I just jumped on the 4G. So okay, cool, it's better. Sick. That's too bad because we had 100 viewers at one point. Yeah, I turned the Wi-Fi off. Okay, yeah, so... Yeah, my router is busted up. Yeah, 4G isn't enough to power anything in the house. I go in through a landline when I do the show, so there's no problems, obviously, there. Jamie Phillips, how can something be dying when you get $1 billion from a TV deal? When the fans stop showing up and when the people stop watching the show, it's dying. You know? Just because you made a good business deal. It would be like if you said, hey, I've got a boat cruise line. And every week we take 100 people out to the islands on a cruise. And you make money from it. And then a few of the people stop showing up and you start realizing that you only have 95 people on the cruise. And it used to be that it was sold out every week. But then someone says, man, I've heard about your cruises. They're so amazing. Listen, I can see your boat needs to be fixed up and everything. We'd like to sponsor your cruise. We're going to give you $50,000 if you put our name throughout the boat to advertise our name. Wow, okay, sounds good. So you take the $50,000. Then the next week, the karaoke isn't that good. The boat, people had heard it kind of smells. And the next thing you know, you got 80 people on the cruise. And you're like, what happened to those other 20 people that were here every week? We were doing 100 people a cruise. Now we've only got 80 people coming on the cruise. Well, how does the sponsorship of $50,000 mean that you're not dying? All that matters are your customer being there. If eventually you don't have a customers, you don't have a deal. You don't have $1 billion coming in ever again. Which is what's happening with WWE. Just because your cruise is still happening, if you drop to a certain amount, you're going to fail eventually. So that is why WWE is having trouble. Yeah, apparently there is going to be a ring on the there's going to be a ring on the cruise. I heard. So apparently there's going to be matches taking place. And yeah, it would be tough. I've been on a cruise several times, and sometimes it's fucking weird to walk on a cruise. Yeah, it's probably going to be weird to wrestle on a boat. I don't know. Fuck it. It's gonna be some kind of dangerous thing or some kind of law against it. So, I mean, like, you do a little dive, like you do a swanton bomb, and then you hit a weird spot in the ocean, like, and then you break your neck. I don't know. I don't think so, though. I think it'll be all right. It will be weird, though. Sleepy Never, what's up, Sleepy Never? How you been, bro? Sleepy Never's the shit, man. I gotta go to jail on weekends for 15 days. So I monetize this, but I watch Monday mornings. Can't wait until they legalize recreational. Oh my god, dude. You gotta go to jail on the fucking weekends for marijuana? Sleepy Never, you fucking kidding me, dude? See, that's what people should be mad about. Especially black people. I mean, it's so ridiculous. You need to move to Massachusetts. It's legal here. Just come to Massachusetts. It's illegal. As long as you're not smoking in the car. If you are smoking in the car, it can be a violation. You get a ticket. You possibly could be arrested depending on what you did in the car while high, if they can prove that. But otherwise, that shit was, I don't usually go SJW about people, but that is one of the things that fucking they created to just fucking imprison black people and people that weren't white. I mean, it's not a joke. There's a stigma with it. Like, even my mother, dude, my mother was raised, like, my mother's 68 or something. She's 67 or 68. She, like, thinks weed is like the devil. Meanwhile, we lived with a guy who was a drunken psychopath after my dad died. We lived with a psychopath, a drunken psychopath. And yet, really, she didn't say much about it for the most part. I mean, she knew it wasn't good and stuff, but when you even bring up weed, she's like, ugh. I'm like, no. And, like, she's crazy about it. Like, it's the worst thing ever. It's like, this is, at least, you'd have to admit, is as bad as drinking. At least. And it's not, but let's pretend to go middle ground. So why do you have that stigma towards it? And it's because that stigma was passed down to people. And I'm not kidding. It was passed down to people. Didn't work on me. It skipped me. But it was passed down to people, and it's weird, man. That, I don't usually go SJW on certain things, but that is one thing where it's clearly devised that way. But now you know what it is. So many white people smoke that now, they go to jail, but it's like, but they go to jail for, I don't know. I mean, at least you're on weekends. You're not really in jail for, like, some people in jail like 5 years for certain things. But fucking stupid, Sleepy. I'd get the hell out of that state. I'd get out of Florida anyway, if you could. Come to Boston and they won't do that to you. That's so fucking crazy. I'm like enraged right now by what you just said. I don't know why. I'm really pissed off. They give you liquid soap now, so I can't drop it. Oh, Hell yeah. And yeah, you got that sexy face too. So like, I don't know, man. And you got long hair, right, in the photo. Your hair. You got that long hair, man. You know what I mean? Somebody could pull you back, you know, and pretend you had makeup on or something like that. Like, we shave your face and we can just pretend you're Zoe Saldana, bro. So be careful, Sleepy Never. That's fucked up. Do you think Jinder is better champion than Brock? Right now I respect Jinder more than Brock for sure. Because Jinder was fired and he came back and did what he did. And so even though Jinder sucks in the ring for the most part, and I don't really care for him too much, I really can respect that he created this character, that he did something. You have to respect that Jinder created this character. He really did. And so I really, really respect that about Jinder. In real life, that guy busted his ass. We can complain about, oh, he's in this match and he's boring, some whatever, but that guy in like real life, like seriously, what a fucking success story in a way. Brock is a dickhead. I never really liked him that much either, so I don't care if he goes away. I just want Brock to put over somebody new. They need to put over a young new guy. And it seems like they've been waiting for someone to really emerge for Brock to do that. But it seems like that's not going to happen. Although I think Seth Rollins probably deserves that at this point out of everybody. I mean, AJ Styles or Seth Rollins. But AJ's already there with the title and is already made. So I really feel like Seth Rollins could use it. But yeah, you can see my whole video about Henry Cavill. Superman, he's afraid to date women because of the Me Too movement. I talked all about it over on Corrupted. The video's up now, so if you want to see that later, go ahead and watch that. We'll probably talk about it tonight on Thursday Night Throwdown, which will be live tonight at 10 p.m. on my other YouTube channel, which many of you were unsubbed from because YouTube is fucking stupid. YouTube.com/corruptedpodcast. Go over there and give it a sub. It's free. Why not do it? I'm in my car because there's only 2 rooms where I live, and the kids are running around crazy, and it just would be a mess if I was in there trying to talk. So I'm out here in the car. What's up, Pink Floyd? What's up, Doctor? JP Walker, I have manually searched for your show every day. I did that, I did that for a while with a lot of YouTubers I listen to. I would manually just go look them up and find them. But eventually I subscribed to them. I was like, I got to sub to them. Because you get the live alerts and you get more alerts that way. I mean, sometimes you don't, but most of the time you get alerts and all that other shit. Plus it helps. So, I mean, I always say subscribe and hit the bell. That way you can get every alert, hopefully. At least if you subscribe and hit the bell, there's a 60% chance you get an alert every time I upload a video. Oh, you did sub. Okay. But yeah, that's even better though if you manually come every day. That means like you're actively coming to the channel. Actually manually coming to my channel is something that helps the algorithm and tells YouTube, ooh, people are coming on to YouTube because of him. So if you do that, like, and you were doing nothing and you went on your phone and came right to me, it actually gives credit. It's the whole algorithm is fucking crazy now. My daughter wanted me to shave my face today and I forgot. Leah would have gotten mad at me if I did it though, but then again, she probably don't care anyway. You see it in the email? Yeah, I also usually push it out with Patreon. So a lot of people that have Patreon get the patron alert that I made a video or something. Jamie, both. Both. I'm kind of liking the way McIntyre is being booked. I think they're kind of setting him up to be something possibly big. Maybe. So we'll see. Wrestling in general is kind of dying. It's not just WWE, but how goes WWE? Probably the rest of the wrestling world will go. You know, New Japan will probably always be there doing their thing no matter what, but they could really grow with the American audience. But you're seeing a lot of people just choose nothing. If they can't have WWE, they'll just choose not watching wrestling. So, thanks, Jamie. Thank you guys. And shout out to all the new patrons on Patreon. Saw a bunch of new people signing up this week, and now we're at about 315. So it's pretty cool. YouTube.com, yeah, I got it. But yeah, Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. You can get all the song parodies and all my podcasts and stuff like that. I still have to record the Morning Madness. I have halfway through Morning Madness. I had to pause it though. I'm gonna go back to finish record it, put it up. It'll probably be a long ass episode because it's like 2 days worth of shit that I haven't uploaded. All into one thing. Ellie, what's up? What's up, Crystal? Patrick Burns. I mean, they've been saying MMA is the new wrestling for years. I mean, even back in the late 90s, it kind of was like a threat in a way. Like, what if people leave wrestling to watch a real fight? You know, it's probably going to be what happens. And, you know, it never broke up wrestling then, and it still hasn't. You know what I mean? I still think that from mostly a lot of UFC fans just don't convert to WWE fans. A lot of WWE fans do convert to UFC, though. And that's what should kind of worry, you know, Vince and some of those people. LM Balls, what's up, LM? Oh shit, Steven German. Steven the German. Dropping a $2 super chat. Thank you, Steven. Thanks, man. I know I almost want to go get another coffee, but I don't have any money in this car right now. I don't feel like going in and getting my wallet either. Yeah, no money. Thought maybe I hid some $20 bills somewhere. Will 10, no, I don't post there anymore. Oh shit. Lockdown King. Thank you for the $5 super chat, man. $5! Ah! My fucking neighbor's like, what the fuck? Do you think Braun Strowman cashes in Money in the Bank to win the title? Will just turn into another feud with him and Roman Reigns? Yeah, probably. Maybe. Yeah, see, I'm not really that excited about anybody being champion or anything right now. The belts really don't feel meaningful. Even if Braun was the champion. Even if Roman was the champion, Braun was the champion. The only champion that I've cared about a little bit has been AJ Styles. I kind of care about AJ Styles. But even him, he hasn't been booked very well off personality. Like, I don't, you know, he's a good dude and everybody likes him, and I think he's probably the best wrestler right now in the company, next to Seth Rollins too. But personality just isn't quite there. Even Seth Rollins has to kind of say robotic stuff. And yeah, the personalities, they're just not on a level. They're not on a level of the WWE champion. Doesn't feel that way. And I just think that's a major problem. BD Skeleton, what's up, BD? Thanks for the $1. Oh, I mean, I have to watch on Sunday. It's basically my job to watch Sunday, so I'll be watching Sunday, man, no matter how terrible it is. We know last year was friggin' atrocious. I'm sure it'll be equally as bad this Sunday, most likely. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. And bring back WCW. Be funny. The tag titles are dead because there's the Smackdown blue tag titles and there's the Raw red tag titles. I absolutely despise double titles. I hate it. I hate it. I want the tag team championships that Bret Hart wore, you know, that the Legion of Doom, just anybody that wore those belts, the goddamn Smoking Guns. I want those belts. I want the tag team championships. So there's a lineage. I don't want these red belts and blue belts. The 2 women's titles need to go. The 2 tag titles need to go. Everything else can stay. Not really a fan of 2 world titles either, but at least they're somewhat separated by Universal Champion and WWE World Champion. But still, I don't like that either. I want one definitive champion. And we're just not going to get that at all, ever again now. Because Fox is going to have SmackDown and USA Network is going to have Raw. So they have to have these separate things now. And they're too similar. The shows are just too similar. And if they're bringing in Paul Heyman to do one or the other, I mean, that would be brilliant. But look what happened last time. Why did they shoot him down the last time he was successful? Or are they going to work it out that, hey, Paul, you can't do this shit that you're going to do? The Irish Gamer, thanks, man. No, WWE does not need to sell to Disney. You do not want WWE selling to Disney. It would be just as bad. It would be maybe worse. You would see like a transgender champion making fun of the people in the crowd. Like the WWE would attack their audience, especially the white males in the audience. You don't want Disney owning WWE. That would be fucked. Raw in 2010 was the worst thing of all time. Well, I thought it was really bad then too, but I think I don't know, it's pretty bad now. But at least now there's like a chance that you'll get a good match here or there. Whereas back then it was just holy shit, was it horse shit. But the stories now are worse than ever. So I think the stories are worse now than in 2010. But at least there's a chance you see good wrestling. If I did not get paid and this was not my job, I probably would stop watching at this point. I'd probably watch NXT, and I may watch the WWE pay-per-views, maybe. And I certainly would still watch SummerSlam and WrestleMania. I always would watch SummerSlam, WrestleMania, and Royal Rumble, probably. So I'd watch those 3 things, and maybe here or there tune in to see if anything's changed. Probably realize it sucks balls and turn it off. So that's probably what would happen. And by the way, I don't have a problem with having a gay champion either. I think that's fine. But you just know Disney would push the agenda majorly. Look what they've done with Star Wars, dude. I don't want that fucking scum fuck company anywhere near the WWE. Yeah, I heard about the all-women's pay-per-view. I don't have a problem with it. It's too bad they can't book the women better on Raw. Well, Yeah, it's looking like Roman and Lashley are main eventing Extreme Rules. I'm not really sure what the reason for that is, but it seems stupid to me. Yeah, I was gonna play Fortnite today because of the new season. I still might go and stream it a little bit. Yeah, I heard they fucked up a lot of stuff in Fortnite. Like you can drive a car now. There's like portals now or something. Like, oh my Christ. That's fucking crazy. I like PUBG better anyway, but I like them both though. There's no reason to hate one or the other, but I'm gonna play some Fortnite later on just to hang out. Loke Downing, would I fight JD for $1,000? Damn. Yes, I would. He wouldn't fight me though, so that wouldn't happen. It really wouldn't. I don't think it'd be fair. I don't know. I'm a lot bigger than him. Don't really want to, I guess, but I mean, if he said he wanted to, and there was $1,000 on the line, I'll take $1,000. Dude, I'd fight my mother for $1,000. Fuck. The fuck. Yo, Moore, what's up? What's up to CJ and Mike? Buenos tardes. Yeah, 5'3". He's pretty small. Yeah, I wish I was in WWE doing commentary or doing something. I never thought I could be a writer with all this shit. Jesus Christ. With all this shit going on, I think I could now. I mean, this is so piss poor. I could write a show. And listen, I'm a fucking idiot, okay? I'm a goddamn moron, but I'm pretty sure that if I was writing Raw and had the ability to get away with what I wanted to do for the most part and had to keep it in the PG realm, I'm convinced I would get at least 500,000 to 1 million more people watching the show. I'm convinced of it. I don't know what that translates into money-wise for the WWE, but I'm convinced I could do it. Here I am, WWE. Give me a call. You know, it's at this point where I feel like I know them and what they should be doing more than they know. Like, it's fucking retarded. And I know that that's a lot of the fan base thinks they know and whatever. We don't really know. You know, nobody does. But this is so piss poor crap that I may think honestly that I'm kind of an idiot. But I am no way I'm going to be that negative about myself that I'm going to say that I couldn't do a better job than what they're doing there now, because it is awful what they're doing. But I'd rather be a commentator. I'd rather be doing the commentary, to be honest. But been there and done that with WWE, you know. WWE asked me for my commentary. I gave it to them. Still haven't heard back. WWE, it's like they always contact me and then I never hear back. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe they're watching these videos and they're like, oh, damn, never mind. But I don't know. I'll take the win. I will take it as a win that WWE reached out to me and told me they were interested in me and told me to please submit my commentary. I will take that as a win. Even though I'm not there, even though I'm not doing commentary, I will take that email and phone call as a win. Like, even if I never go there, fuck it. I take that as a win. Now, I'm not like this when I get there, by the way. You know, when you work for a company, I'm not going to come in there and say, I know all this shit. I'm going to sit back, shut my mouth, learn, listen, and then also try to do the best job I can. You know, I know that there's other people that go there that think they're the shit and they know everything. That's not, from the outside, certainly I'm going to promote myself as much as possible about what I know. But when you get in a place, you do settle down a little bit and you do calm it down and learn to do things the right way. And maybe that's what would happen. But I wouldn't be complacent like a lot of these guys. I feel like too many people are just way too complacent. Just way too, like, ridiculous. Who the fuck just pulled up in my driveway? It's just, they're way too calm about everything. And they're just fucking, what the fuck is this guy doing? Fucking cunt. Pulls out like a dickhead. Dude, I swear to God, if I see another guy speeding 40 miles an hour down these little tiny streets with the stop signs and runs the stop sign, I'm gonna drag him out of his fucking car and beat the shit out of him with one of the kids' toys from around the neighborhood that he almost ran over while he did it. Broken Line says, at this point, why not sell to Disney? Shit sucks. Shows no sign of getting better. Mickey Mouse for champ. maybe Broken Lion. Let me give you an idea of why they shouldn't sell to Disney. Copyright laws. Disney is the scummiest of the scummy. They're trying to tell you what you need to do, what you need to like, and they're trying to push their agenda on everybody. So you don't want Disney to own this company. Sherlock Holmes. Did you know Sherlock Holmes? Anybody can make a video or a movie or a TV show about Sherlock Holmes because it's become public domain. As many things do after 30 or 40 years, they become public domain. Sherlock Holmes has become public domain. There's been other things that have become public domain that you can't believe. However, Mickey Mouse still is not public domain and never has been, despite the public domain becoming available for Mickey Mouse in the 1960s. And then again in the 1980s, Disney went to court again to change certain laws, to lobby, so that they could keep Mickey Mouse and these characters. They continue to do it to this day. Nobody else can do that in court like Disney has done to change laws and rules to remain the intellectual property owners of something that should have become public domain over 50 years ago at this point. That tells you how corrupt, how disgusting, and how much money Disney has. Mickey Mouse at this point should now be public domain. It is not. He is not. And but many other things are, even after those people tried to fight to keep it public domain, even though the person that created them is well long and gone. Dead and gone. But Broken Lion, thanks for the $5. Broken Lion. What's up, Big Bad Ads? How you doing, man? Yeah, it was Jim Cornette trying to kill me. Oh, boy. What's up, Billy? Attempted robbery fail, someone wrote. Holy shit. Imagine that if I had been, like, kind of hiding a little more and he had, like, started to, like, get out and look around or something. Oh, dude, and you get to see me punch some guy in the face and then beat the shit out of him. PS Carnivore, what's up, bro? I've been on live TV before, so I'd be okay. And I used to do hockey games, so we're all good. We just spoke with Coach Johnson about 3 seconds ago. What the coach said to me was he's upset at the way his team is skating right now. He thinks Billy Bardwell is one of the best skaters on the team, and he feels like he isn't moving at the speed he could be, and he feels like the rest of the team is following in suit as well. We heard him on the bench screaming obscenities at the players. He even went on to say that one of the players could suck his cock, he said. Now, these are just some of the things coming from the coach at this time, but many of the other players are upset at the way the coach is handling this situation. One of the players, Steve Callahan, saying that the other day, coach pulled out his penis and threatened to pistol whip him with it in front of the coach, but not only in front of the other coaches, the players, but also their mothers, because it was Mother's Day. We're at practice, you bring your mother to work and show her around the locker room, and they have an appreciation Mother's Day. Several of the mothers were on hand to witness the coach's disgusting comments, some of them even saying that they're going to file a suit. Back to you, Bill. Sub Joe, I found you 3 weeks ago. Where the fuck you been all my life? What's up, Johnny Utah? Thank you for the $5, Johnny. I don't know, man. I've been doing this for 5 years on this channel, so that sucks that you just found me. But what's up? I've been on YouTube since the beginning. Late 2006, 2007. It was February 2007. It was really early on, I think, when YouTube first launched that I got on YouTube, but I was on a different channel. I've had like a couple channels over the years, but this is the one that really stuck. And also, if anyone's wondering, this don't grow. This does not grow. And also, I hate this. I only don't shave because my wife likes it. I think people that do this, I feel like I look like a douchebag, and I hate it. I don't like it. I might shave it anyway because I'm kind of fucking pissed anyway. So fuck it, might as well shave it, right? I'll get you a souvenir from Fleming Stadium. Thanks, Steve. What are you gonna get me? A urinal cake? I brought you something. It's a pink burger. YouTube will never be as good as it once was because entropy in all systems are breaking down. Oh, Beely, you got punched in the face, bro? What the hell? I told a story like that when I was a kid. I swung around. I was spinning around for some reason. And I just spun around real quick in my own circle. The next thing I know, some big kid punched me in the stomach and knocked the wind out of me, and I fell over. And I ran and got the principal. I ran to the principal and was like, this kid just punched me. Oh. I was like in 2nd grade or something. No, I was like in 1st grade. And principal came over and was like, what's going on? And then the kid that punched me was like, and I was like, why is he crying? He punched me. I'm like, this kid just punched me out of nowhere for no reason. Like, why is he crying? And then I looked at his hand, and right down his hand and arm was a giant slice, and he was gushing blood all over the place. Well, I was spinning around with my Ghostbusters lunchbox, and if anybody remembers, back in 1990, there's a little plastic clip on the lunchbox, and it had come undone. So when I spun around, a fucking lunchbox was flipped open, and that edge part that clips it closed sliced the kid's arm open. So I never know that even happened. And then he punched me in the stomach. So I thought he just assaulted me. But whatever. Yeah. It was 1980. It was 1990 though. It was plastic, but it was like a really hard plastic. I think I still have the lunchbox, to be honest. One of the things I saved. Almost all my anything Ninja Turtles and Ghostbusters was saved. I'm not much of a violent person, so like when somebody, you know, I don't know, nowadays it's different. I mean, like nowadays, like I'm older, I don't, you know, if somebody punched me, I would probably think that they're trying to kill me, so I'd punch them back. Nowadays. Cole, what's up, Cole? You're the only reason I watch wrestling. Wow, that's pretty good. Sometimes I'm the only reason people don't watch wrestling. But Cole, thank you, Zeller. Thank you for the super chat, Cole Zeller. Thanks, man. But yeah, that was I was back before my dad died. When I lived in New Hampshire, I never wanted to. I was very quiet and scared as shit. But when I moved to Boston, I was like, things definitely changed a bit, you know. Definitely got tougher moving to Boston. Because when I was younger, I was way more like kind of scared of everything and everything. Why do I think WWE is dying? Probably because they had the worst ratings on Raw ever Monday night, as we talked about last night on Out of Nowhere. Probably also because they had the worst ratings of all time last week on Smackdown. Nathan, monetize this 200. I don't know. That probably happens in December or something like that. I don't know. When is monetize this 200? December? I can't do math worth a shit. Hey, Michael. Thanks, man. Bobby Lashley's headband would be cool if he beat the shit out of people and then he like pulled it off and threw it or something. Yeah, I don't want two WrestleManias. I could see if they called it like something else, like they said like the world, like wrestling, like Mania or Universal Mania or like International Mania, something like that, like or call it something else, even like International Wrestling Super Show or something. I don't know, but don't call it WrestleMania, the Ultimate WrestleMania or the Greatest WrestleMania. That would be, oh my God, it would be so bad. Like I don't, you can't diminish and water down the product enough. It would be really horrible for WWE to do that. It would seem like a good idea. It would sell out probably. It would make a lot of money, but it would overall hurt, I believe, the mindset of the fans, especially everywhere, even in the UK. I'm sure that people around the world want WrestleMania to come to the UK and stuff, but they don't want some fake WrestleMania to come there. WWE Mania 1. Super Mania or Mega Mania. Why don't they call it Mega Mania? We could do Mega Mania. Welcome everyone to Mega Mania! Dragon Fist, I know that he's a cocksucker. I know that Bruce is a cocksucker. I feel like I tell this story all the time. Like years ago, my fans and his fans were telling me to try to work with him because it'd be funny if we both did a podcast or something. And that was years ago before he put his whole thing behind a paywall. And I reached out to him and he called me. He said, you're a faggot or something like that. So he called me a fag for reaching out to him to try to say, hey, you're a lot of our listeners have been saying we should do something together. So if you want, like, I'm down to do something if you want. And then he called me a fag. So I guess that means he doesn't like me. I don't know. But you know what? The Bulls ain't never winning, you fucking cunt. How about that, you bald-headed fuck? WWE probably wants you to, probably too scared to pull the trigger. Yeah, probably on me, Johnny Utah. I don't know about what else, but I don't gotta let it go. These people keep asking me about it, bro. I mean, what do you want me to do? You know, I don't gotta let it go. I don't even have a problem. He's the one the problem. You know, I don't know what you want. Giant floods. That was the first time I've ever experienced that last year, but this year. But there are large storms, power outages. It's the coldest time of the month in Massachusetts is February, so yeah, monetize this 200 could be in jeopardy when you think about it. If there was power was ever going to go out, it's around that time. Daniel, I do not wrestle anymore on the independent scene, but I do commentary on for a couple different companies. One of my favorite things was a couple of years back when I got to call a show with Les Thatcher. That was really fun. They're like, I come in to do commentary, and they're like, oh, your commentary partner is going to be Les Thatcher tonight. And I was like, you mean like Les Thatcher? Like Les Thatcher? They're like, yeah. I'm like, oh wow. I loved that night, man. He was so fun to work with. And then I worked with I'd say Matt Stryker was really fun too. Matt Stryker is just so smart. That was a lot of fun. He really should have been the lead commentator though. I don't know why. Um, I think he wanted to chill out and grill me and shit. But it was fun anyway. But it would have been funnier if I could have been color with letting Matt Stryker do the lead. But it was on the job training, so to speak. So it was fun. Really got to learn. I really was happy about that. Despite what I wrote in the title, I don't think WWE is going to die. Really, But they are certainly in major trouble fan-wise. Like, I mean, financially, they're killing it. Financially, they're destroying. But as far as a fan base, they are in major trouble. And I don't know if they understand that or not, but they are in major trouble right now. You know, I don't know if I'd be good with Mauro Ranallo, because I'm pretty excited myself on commentary, and I like to call the action a lot. So me and Mauro I feel like we'd step over each other a lot. But maybe not. I mean, I could go into the Daniel Bryan role that was on on the WWE Network during the tournament. I could go into that role. I can also do pretty good heel on commentary too. So I mean, I could do that too. Like, there's so many different things that I could be doing. But yeah. I could be the Daniel Bryan, but Daniel Bryan and Mauro was the best. They were the best team. Like, out of all the people that Mauro was with, man. I enjoyed him and Daniel Bryan the most. And I don't think Mauro plays well off of heels. I don't think he plays well off of heel commentary. So I wouldn't want to do that. But I mean, I would do that with somebody else. You can go listen to me and Justin Saley's commentaries that we did on WWE 2K, and I got to do the heel commentary. That was fun. I mean, we were completely over the top and ridiculous, but bring back Kevin Nash. I don't watch Impact anymore because I'm bitter towards them for many different reasons. Maybe I'll start watching them again. I think I'm going to be doing their reviews again on Patreon. But just the fact that they attack channels that talk about them pisses me off. And then for not trying me out down there. Fucking bitter, man. And how and how they always have their show, their channel going, and they're always doing this stuff. And then, out of nowhere, they fucking throw a 180 and they go off doing something else. The phone's gonna fall off this goddamn thing if I don't fix it. And it's what they always do. They're always doing stuff like this. They do one thing, they go one way. What the fuck? They go one way, and then they do something completely different. You got Matt Hardy, you got Eli Drake, you got EC3. You had a locker room that was at the time absolutely dominating. Like, they were killing it, man. They had everything going for them, and then all of a sudden they were like, oh, you know what? Let's go fuck this whole thing up. They had AJ Styles back in the day doing stuff really well. Then they bring in Hogan and Bischoff, and they fuck that up. Fucking thing. It's like, the minute that you start loving TNA for a second, they always go and fuck it up again. And I don't know, that just drives me nuts. I'm sure that it's better than Raw right now. I'm sure it's better than Raw and SmackDown. And that's why I probably should be watching it again. But oh my Christ, has it been just irritating the shit out of me as TNA. But yeah, let me just hang this back up again. This stupid thing just fell down. Is it working now? There it goes. Yeah, I'm gonna have my NXT review coming up soon. It's been really hard just with the people in the house, and the internet's not working, and it's been really fucked up. So yeah. But hey, we keep getting new patrons every day. We get the live donations every day, and we'll be I talked to my realtor the other day, and they're still waiting a little bit for the tax return stuff to clear, or whatever, with the IRS. So once I get that paid off, we'll be good. Then we need to have our little bit of money saved up, and then we'll maybe have a house or wherever we'll move out, and we'll have rooms, and I'll be able to record stuff a little bit easier. Soccer team. I mean, I saw what Croatia did to England the other day. They were pretty crazy. I don't know, man. It's going to be a battle. France and Croatia is going to be a battle. Croatia was running their ass off. I don't know. France is going to be tough, too, though. It's going to be weird, man. It's going to be It's going to be crazy. Frost, people keep calling your phone number from the previous owner. Jesus. You got a new number? Yeah, probably France will win, but well, maybe Croatia will do it. But yeah, I don't know. It seems like probably would go France. What happened with Germany? I didn't see the game. Croatia was running their ass off. It was pretty crazy. I really don't have a favorite soccer team because we don't really watch a lot of soccer here in the U.S. or football. And so I kind of just, sometimes I turn it on and I'll start liking a team for a minute, and then I'll be honest, and I won't. Sometimes I'll like a team, and then other times I'll like a different team. It'll be really weird. There's been a couple times I cheered for Brazil. I was cheering for Mexico recently, obviously, because they're just, they're right below us. They're kind of our brother. So, I was cheering for Mexico. Then I was cheering for England. So basically, you don't want me cheering for you. If I cheer for you, you're going to lose. So, I don't know. The person who pays me the most, I'll cheer for the team they hate, so that your team can win. How about that? Why don't I like basketball? I got a basketball hoop right here. I mean, I don't like basketball. The hell are you smoking? I don't like the NBA that much at all. But I mean, I grew up playing basketball. Basketball, a lot of basketball and hockey and baseball, but yeah, I like I mean, I enjoy basketball. Beep. Who dares me to go play basketball now? I need to start covering the NBA. Oh my God, no. Can't stand the NBA right now. I used to cover the NHL. I used to talk about hockey and wrestling and football. But yeah, I wouldn't cover the NBA at this point. I just can't stand the NBA. I mean, I'll be watching the Celtics here or there next year, but Come on, there's the hoop, bro. Come on, there's the hoop. Potion is the real gangster. Yeah, he sure is. Sure fucking is. Let's do it. Tried it. Ah, I missed. Not making the Celtics with that shit. Dude, my ankle is killing me. The doctor said, I went to see the doctor the other day, and he was like, yeah, you stretched the ligaments pretty bad or whatever the fuck. So I'm like, all right. So, because I'm like, it's 7 weeks after the ankle injury, and I'm still having, like, my ankle's still sore. I can't jump. That's the biggest thing, is I can't really jump or put a lot of pressure on it. And it's driving me nuts. So, don't step on the rats, somebody said. 0 out of 5. Montreal rim job. That's fucking hilarious. The ringtone went up again? Who the fuck keeps calling me? Alright, let me try one more time. Oh my god, I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm fucking dying. Oh. Oh my god. That's the second basketball I've lost over there. I have to order another one. And I have to order another one. All right, let's go to plan B. my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.